Hey guys, happy Monday. Thank you for joining me. I am your empowered coach, Finda. So, question today, are you getting what you're praying for? The reason why I'm asking this question today is because I am learning throughout this journey that in order for your prayers to be manifested, your work ethic, including your thought process, have to be in line. And so when you go pray, literally that's what you're actually manifesting. That's what you're helping God actually manifest in your reality. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Perfect example. When I first moved here, about 4 months into my being a new resident here in New Jersey, I was living in Westfield, where I literally lived down the basement. I had a cot that it was literally a bed. That's a whole different story. But I had a cot that I actually was living on, and I paid $600 for rent in that area. So I remember my very first time actually when my rent was due, I felt like, oh my goodness, I don't have enough money to pay for rent. So I literally got on my knees that night and I prayed profusely, and I asked God if this is supposed to be for me, if I'm really supposed to start this whole new journey, my whole new life, being in the tri-state, for Him to actually help me to bring something to fruition the next day. So I knew that actually prior to that, a couple of weeks prior to that, I filed my taxes, but I wasn't quite sure exactly what was coming in. I remember, I think it was about $361 or so, but I wasn't quite sure rather when it was going to come in. So I prayed profusely that night, and I got up with a plan the next day to actually just go and teach in the gyms I was working in, and to see exactly what would happen, because I had a feeling that something would happen. But as I was leaving to go to work that day, one of the nannies in the house where I was renting, she stops me. She says, Finda, she said, I truly believe that you're meant to be here. She said, something in my heart tells me to help you out to do this for you. She gave me $300. And I was so blown away. She told me, she said, don't pay me back. What I want you to do is pay it forward. Give somebody else down the road who actually needs this, who's going to actually need help too down the road. I was completely blown away exactly how that worked out. So I went in through my day, took the train, went to Plainfield. I had 2 classes that day that I was teaching in Plainfield, and I was going to go somewhere else to actually teach another class in Garwood. So I decided to check my bank account because I went to eat lunch. So I went to go check my bank account to eat lunch, and it just so happened to be that my tax return came in. I had over $365 that came in that day. So I literally had enough to eat lunch and also enough to pay rent. So I put in the work, and my thought process was focused on that, of me staying here, and I put into action. So literally, and then God just manifested everything through prayer. So my question for you today is much more, what are you praying for and what are you working for? Because God cannot work without you putting in the work. I'm sure you've heard the saying, prayer without work is just a wish. We literally have to put forth the work for Him to actually do His amazing job that He's doing. So in closing, as I said, please share with me any of the things that you've been praying for and exactly how they're coming to fruition. Once again, I'm your empowered coach, Finda. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, please feel free to subscribe so we can grow together. And if you have not yet followed me on Instagram Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, I am FK Empowered. Have a wonderful week, and all that you do, just stay empowered, and thank you so much for joining me.